Hindi. Pulutan. Adobong frog's legs. Pwede. Hello everyone, and welcome again to Conversations with RD Abelio. This episode, we're going to be wrapping up the series on time management. And stay tuned because I'm going to be giving 3 tips that you can use every day to help you save time and make the most out of your life. So we talked about so many things. We talked about the Eisenhower technique where you take a look at the important and the urgent. We also had some guests who talked about some time wasters. And if you notice, oftentimes ngayon, yung mga time waster natin, more ito yung mga device natin, mga time waster. Kasi lahat pwede mo na gawin dito eh. You can, you just don't go on social media. But you can also watch Netflix, YouTube. Pwede mong sabayan ng Olympics, the recently concluded Olympics. And by the way, congratulations, Kaloy Yulo, for winning 2 golds. You make us proud to be Filipinos. And I hope to meet you one day, someday, if that's even possible. Yes. Oh, guess natin. Pwede, why not? Kung papayag siya, kasi medyo star na siya ngayon eh. Celebrity na siya ngayon. And so we see all of that and we see time wasters. In fact, in our own devices, we already have a screen time report. Kung papansinin niyo sa end ng week, minsan nagbibigay yan ng summary. Yung telepono natin o yung mga device natin, nagbibigay siya ng summary of how much time you spent on the screen or using your device. Which gives us an idea of should we lessen the time that we spend on our device? Maybe, or maybe not. Depende na sa inyo yan. We're not saying that you totally cut. Pero importante lang, balanse. Di ba? May balanse. Kasi kailangan mo rin naman mag-unwind. Kailangan mo rin naman malaman kung ano nangyayari sa mundo ngayon. And you can get your news on your phone or on your device. So there's no problem. It's just that make sure that we regulate that. And make the tasks that are important front and center so that we accomplish everything that we are supposed to do. So today we're going to be talking about 3, as we end our series on time management, we're going to be talking about 3 things or 3 concepts or constructs on how we can make proper use of our time. O, ready na kayo? Ito kumuha na kayo ng ballpen, kumuha na kayo ng, yung tablet ninyo, sulatan na ninyo. The first one is time blocking. What is time blocking? Time blocking is putting aside chunks of your time to do certain things. I'll give you an example. In the morning, because I'm a trainer, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, the rest of my day is spent either coaching executives or coaching people, or in a talk, or maybe in a workshop. So I'm an early bird. Some of us are early birds, some of us are night owls. As an early bird, I get up early, and what I do is I prepare myself, both mind, body, and spirit. I prepare myself well so that I can conquer the day. I say conquer because the days are very challenging. So kailangan talagang kino-conquer mo yan. So I conquer the day, but before I do that, I have to prepare myself, ready myself. So that's one chunk. That's one time block. What do I do to invest in myself? So if you hear a bell ringing, that's okay because we're in our new location, the Monarch Wine Bar. And ibig sabihin lang nun may bisita kami sa baba. So, bisita na rin kayo. So that's what I do. That's one time block. A time block is investing in yourself. So reading, meditating, praying, getting ready, of course, having a good breakfast if you take breakfast, or having a good cup of coffee, that's a time block. So I block that off so that I can prepare myself. The next block of time is so that I don't have to address the admin stuff. Is one time block. Another time block is emails. So before I start my session, for example, my session starts at 9, then I block off time to take a look at all the emails. I read all the emails and see which email do I need to answer, which email am I, kasi minsan ang email natin nakasisi lang eh, di ba? If you're in business or you're working, you're in a company, syempre may company email ka. Minsan, yung mga nakalagay doon, nakasisi ka lang naman eh. Hindi mo na kailangan replyan. You don't need to reply. For as long as you can read it, you know what's going on, that's fine. Now, if it's addressed to you, then you have to reply to that. So, kunwari, nasa GC ka, you're in a GC or your group chat, or minsan, tinitingnan mo lang yan, baka meron nakatag ka or nakatag ka sa isang message, yun, kailangan mong replyan. But if you're just gonna read it so that you know what's happening to your team, for example, kasi may GC ka, whether that's Viber, Messenger, Telegram, ano pa ba, WhatsApp, yan. Titignan mo lahat yan, di ba? Para baka naman may nagre-reach out sa'yo na kailangan mong sagutin. So, all the correspondence, that's another time block. Emails, messages, that's a block of time. So, I spend about, let's say, 15, 20 minutes just scrolling through all the emails or scrolling through all the messages. And the things that I need to reply to, then I reply to that. If I don't, then I'll just scroll up, you know. So that's another time block, okay? Tapos, so I have time. What's the beauty of a time block? Time blocking, the beauty of that is I have time to do what I do best. So if I devote my time to my work, which is coaching, or which is a seminar, or maybe a talk that I need to deliver for 1 hour, I'm there. I'm with my audience. Ganon yon. I'm fully engaged with them. Hindi yung while I'm at work, my mind is somewhere else. Kasi meron ako nabasa and all na hindi ko na-replyan. If you get what I mean. No, so, importante yung time blocking, of course. And then afterwards, you go about your work, your day. And then, pag natapos mo na yung araw mo, another block of time is your family. Yeah, block of time for dinner. You be there, be present. If you have a family, if you're married, if you have a family, make sure that in the dinner table, nandiyan ka, present ka, mind, body, and spirit. That's the beauty of time blocking. It's also called batching. That's another term for it. Time blocking or batching. So the important thing is you go through your day and then find out what admin stuff, yung mga routine mo nang ginagawa, routine, i-block off mo na yun. Gawan mo na ng time block yon so that you can do all your admin stuff there. Ito yung mga no-brainer na mga admin stuff. Filing, kunwari nagpa-file ka ng mga resibo kasi hindi mo na-file ng 2-3 araw, lalagay mo lahat ng mga resibo because i-reimburse mo. Do that, blocking yon, those things. No? So very important is the concept of time blocking. Okay? Game tayo dyan, ha? So the second concept that I want to talk about is the 2-minute rule. So, isipin nyo, 2-minute rule. Ano kaya ibig sabihin nito? Gets nyo na yun, di ba? 2-minute rule. What's the 2-minute rule? The 2-minute rule means if you can do something within 2 minutes or less, do it right away. Yan. Hindi nyo, mamaya na yan, madali lang naman yan eh. Kasi minsan, we allow ourselves to say later on, I'll do it later. So for example, you're in a meeting. Nasa meeting kayo, tapos sabi ni boss, we need to talk to our supplier because we're going to increase our prices. So maybe we can set a meeting to negotiate rates with them or price. When can we do that? Or baka you can coordinate already a meeting time. Di ganun, madali lang yun. Sesendan mo lang ng short message si supplier, sabi mo lang, can we meet within the week? Please let me know your availability. Send it. Less than 2 minutes. Okay. Why? Kasi yung mga maliliit na mga trabaho na yan, it's like a stone in your shoe. Di ba? Pinsan pag naglalakad ka, you're walking, tapos naglalakad ka sa parking lot, tapos may pumasok na maliit na bato sa loob ng sapatos mo, then you're starting to walk. It's irritating. Nakakainis siya, di ba? Pero minsan, hindi naman natin tinatanggal. We take several more steps thinking that madidislodge tayo, matatanggal. No, you have to stop and take it out so that you can move on in your day or move on in wherever you're going. So in the same way, the 2-minute rule applies to the little things that we think is easy, that we put off till later, hanggang sa mamaya, hindi na natin nagagawa. Masakit yon. Kasi bigla mo na lang maisip, oo nga pala, dapat pala inano ko na lang yan. Ginawa ko na lang nung kaya ko pa. Or nung may oras pa ako. 2 minutes lang naman yon, di ba? Sometimes nanghihinayin tayo sa ganun. So don't. Just be conscious about it. Be intentional, no, about the 2-minute rule. So, very important yan, 2-minute rule. You can do that in a meeting. You can do that while you're working. Di ba? Pag biglang, minsan may naisip ka, or let's say you take a break, a quick break. You get coffee somewhere while you're working. Biglang, nung kumuha ka ng kape, naisip mo, si ano nga pala? I forgot to invite to our event. Text mo na, message mo na, di ba? In sales, that's very important. Sa dami ng taong kilala mo na pwede mong imbitahan sa event mo or maybe set a meeting to make a pitch. Just set meetings. Yun, importante. I always believe that kung walang meeting, walang negosyo. Kung walang negosyo, walang income. Kung walang income, talo tayong lahat. So, meetings are important. Huwag lang mag-overload ng meetings. It's also unwise to keep your day full of meetings kasi wala ka nang nagagawang trabaho. So, your meetings have to be strategic. Okay? That's actually another tip on time management. Make sure that when you attend a meeting, yung contribution mo doon valuable. Huwag ka lang attend ng meeting dahil lang sinabi. O, lahat tayo kailangan mag-attend ng meeting. Paminsan, hindi naman natin kailangan mag-attend eh. Sometimes we have to think, am I really needed in that meeting? Because if I'm not needed in that meeting, then I go to do something else, more productive. I become more productive. Diba? So, 2-minute rule. Attend meetings where you're needed or where you can contribute the best. No? And then the third one, the third construct or concept that I want to end this time management series on is eat the frog. Yeah. Ano yung eat the frog? Tingin ninyo. Bigyan ko ngayon ng konting time to digest that. Eat the frog. So what does eat the frog mean? Eat the frog means this. You start your day with the most challenging task of all. Kung sa dinami ng kailangan mong gawin for that day, you be more bold to start off the day with the most challenging task that you can do. Diba? Why? Why do you need to do that? Very simple. Because if you're able to overcome the most challenging task for the day, the rest of the tasks for that day becomes easier. Kasi nagawa mo na yung pinakamalaking task eh. Nagawa mo na yung pinakamalaking, the biggest preoccupation of your mind. Yung parati mong iniisip, paano ko ba susunod sa paano ko take up the challenge and attend to that, fix that, do that. Because when you do that, guess what? The rest of all the other activities or tasks becomes easier and easier and easier. And you want to end the day with an easy task. Huwag baliktad. Kasi minsan, pag binabaliktad natin, yung madadali mo na ginagawa natin, yung pag pinakamahirap, minsan wala na tayong oras. Kaya that's why we end up doing overtime. That's why we end up going home wasted. Not just tired, but wasted. Kasi we ended the day with the biggest task of all. So important, if you're really up to it, take up the challenge and say that I'm going to do the biggest task first. The biggest hurdle, I'm going to overcome that first. So that as you progress through the day, you're like winding down. Kasi padali ng padali yung mga tasks mo. Diba? Sometimes the batching can happen in the end. O yan, pwede ka mag-batching na naman sa huli. Sometimes batching yung mga emails and messages, pwede ka mag 3 batches nun eh. morning, as you start the day, para lahat ng correspondence nasa labas na. Lunchtime, before you go back to work or before you take your lunch, check your email or your messages again to see kung may mga nag-reply na. And then towards the end of the day, do another batching. Diba? So, ulit the biggest challenge, eat the frog, start of the day. Then you combine it with batching all throughout the day. Ano yung mga batching or time blocking, the admin stuff. And then the 2-minute rule. If things can be done within 2 minutes, do it. If you combine all those three concepts or constructs with time management, you're gonna have a productive day. You may not finish all the tasks, and that's fine, because there's still tomorrow. Pero at least yung pinasa mo the next day, o yung iniwan mo para the next day, hindi na siya ganun kabigat. It's easier already. So you can just check it off the list quickly. So those are the 3 concepts. And there are many concepts or constructs of time. But I want to leave you with that as we end our series on time management. So with that, I hope that you had a great time listening to us, listening to the conversations here about time management. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a break from the conversations, and we're going to be featuring 2 events in the coming episodes. We're going to be featuring wines, and then we're also going to be featuring SMEs. So we're going to have different guests and different people who we're going to be interviewing. So I hope you stay tuned. Again, this is RD Abelio. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that if you want me to be in your seminars or talks or coaching, wait for the end of the show. All the contact details will be there. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and that's it. Okay, like and share. There you go, like and share. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Conversations with RD Abelio. Bye. See you.